I'd like to call the April 29th Board of Education regular public budget meeting, open to order. And if we could have a moment of silence. Flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act, a public notice of this meeting has been sent to board members, all district schools, the Herald News, the Suburban Trends, the Record, the Messenger, West Milford Town Hall, the County Superintendent's Office, the Board Attorney, Cablevision of Warwick and West Milford TV 77, and posted in the Administrative Building. Copies of the board meeting calendar resolution were provided to all local media, Town Hall, Township Library, and all district schools. Roll call, please, Mr. Schultz.
Mr. Satovich?
Here.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Here.
Mrs. Jurgensen?
Here.
Mr. Lippy?
Here.
Mrs. Lockwood?
Here.
Mrs. Markward?
Here.
Mrs. Rocano?
Here.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Here.
Mr. Guarino?
Here.
Thank you, Mr. Schultz. Superintendent's report, Dr. Kitchen.
Yes, so this is officially our public hearing for the 25-26 budget. So I'll turn things over to Mr. Schultz for a discussion on that.
Sure. The 25-26 budget, we presented that as part of our May 11th preliminary budget. The presentation that we presented is attached to the agenda in board docs, if anyone needed to pull it up. Just a little update, it was approved by the board, it was sent down to the county. County approved the budget, and then we advertised it at it was advertised in the newspapers on April 20th, and that brings us to tonight's budget hearing. So if there's any questions that the board has or any comments,
Budget presentation is the same, nothing has changed. So with that, if there are any questions, we can go revisit it, but I know we've obviously had the conversation at our previous meeting, so nothing else? Okay, moving on. Just want to give a shout out to Macbeth Middle School for their Legally Blonde Junior musical. Great show, everybody really enjoyed that. Also want to make mention of the 23-24 school performance reports. So those are live for the state, so the reports are out. If those are things you'd like to view, remember the school performance reports are based on the prior completed school year, so that's where we are with that. People are welcome to go look at that for the data. And without further ado, I'll turn things over to our student representative, Megan Seidler.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening? Nice, okay. Good evening, everyone. Here's the debrief on all things West Milford from late March to now, so we have a lot to cover. Starting off strong, on March 20th, TV Science amazed and entertained the student body with their rec assembly. It featured a funny skit with a parody talent show, as well as incredible edits of our talented athletes. Congratulations on another cinematic masterpiece. We look forward to seeing your next video. On March 21st, roughly 80 people donned their thinking caps and attended the PTSO's bonus Mike Rose Trivia Night, which was brought back by popular demand, in the lower library. Everyone showed off their smarts and had fun. 3 teams took home cash prizes, including first place winners, the Sinister Six, who won $75. Congratulations. March 27th saw the high school filled with artists and musicians for the All-District Arts Festival. The bands from all of the schools performed, as did the choirs. The cafeteria was transformed into a stunning showcase of the arts from woodcrafting, sculpture, 3D design, paintings, photography, and an eye-catching guitar display, and more. It was truly a celebration of the dedication and hard work of our visual and performing arts students across the district. Thank you to the teachers and students who contributed their time and talents to this event. It was a tremendous undertaking. That same evening, the art and culinary departments hosted the Empty Bowls fundraising event to benefit the local food pantries. Community members were able to purchase a handcrafted bowl and enjoy some hearty and delicious soups. It is a wonderful way to celebrate the students' creations while also raising money for a great cause. The junior prom on March 28th was surely a fun night to remember. Everyone came dressed to the nines in their formal attire and enjoyed dancing the night away, surrounded by the decor of the Night in Greece theme. Thank you to the class council of the class of 2026 and to the advisors for organizing this lovely event. On April 10th, the Guidance Department hosted the Post-Secondary Planning and Pathways Evening to let the community members know what classes are offered to students and how your child can best map out their educational career here at West Milford High School. Planning ahead always leads to great outcomes, and we are excited to be offering some new courses along with the returning favorites. The hallways were filled with adorable and hilarious costumes from April 7th to April 11th due to the class council for the class of 2025's Spring Break Spirit Week. Messy Monday was a cozy pajama day. Twin Day showed off West Milford High School's strongest friendships and fashionistas in order to match your chosen teacher or friend as closely as possible. West Milford Wednesday displayed true West Milford High School pride as seniors wore their class of 2025 merchandise and all other students and teachers wore black and gold. Dress Your Grade asked seniors to dress as senior citizens, juniors to dress as adults, sophomores to dress as toddlers, freshmen to dress as babies, and teachers to dress as their students. It was awesome. Tropical Day featured vivacious Hawaiian t-shirts, leis, and sunglasses, and it promised joyous times ahead during our spring break. Students and staff alike enjoyed a much-needed spring break from April 11th to 21st. And though it was a little chilly and rainy, it was a great time to rejuvenate and come back prepared to tackle the rest of the school year. Guidance hosted the annual Distinguished Scholars Night on April 23rd, which is an evening where departmental awards are presented to selected students, scholarships for juniors are announced, the top 15 students in each class are recognized, and the salutatorian and valedictorian for the class are announced. The names are many, which is a testament to the academic achievements of our students and also to the dedication of the teachers. To properly take in the full list of names, awards, and scholars, please read the April 25th edition of the West Milford High School Guidance Department's newsletter. Congratulations to all participants. Know that we are all so proud of you and we believe in your continued excellence. April 24th was another evening of celebration, this time of various languages and cultures, for the Foreign Language Honor Society inductions were held. Students from Italian, Spanish, German, and French classes were inducted into their respective honor societies, while current members were also recognized, announced their future plans, and received their cords for graduation. Congratulations to all. We wish you the best as you learn and grow. 12 a.m. of April 26th marked the closing of the application portal for all of the West Milford High School Guidance Department's shared community scholarships held on Going Merry. The class of 2025 ended with an incredible 327 submitted applications. Mr. Ryerson has reported that all of the applications have been sent to the selection committees. They have until Wednesday, May 14th, to return a winning name to him. If you have been selected as a scholarship recipient, you will receive an email from Mr. Ryerson indicating that you should attend our Community Scholarship Night on Wednesday, June 4th at 7 p.m. in West Milford High School Auditorium. Thank you so much, Guidance Department, for extending these resources to us. We are so incredibly grateful for your dedication. The West Milford High School excellence only continues as, on April 26th, a formal announcement was made at the VFW District 1 annual dinner that Mrs. Nicole Petrosillo has advanced from the New Jersey VFW State Teacher of the Year for grades 9 through 12 to go on to win the National VFW Teacher of the Year award. I know, amazing. She will be recognized at the National Convention in Ohio this August. Congratulations, Mrs. Petrosillo. This award is wholly deserved and hard-earned. She is amazing. Love her very much. Now for sports news. Baseball. The baseball team has had a strong start to the year. They have an 8-6 record, winning their most recent game over Passaic Valley by a score of 5-3. Softball. The softball team is off to a 4-5 record. The team has had big wins versus Mahwah, Passaic, Wayne Hills, and Wayne Valley. Girls lacrosse. The girls lacrosse team had a tough start with a 1-8 record, but they have been scoring very highly across all games. Additionally, they have 6 games left, and we are sure that they will pull through. Go girls lacrosse. Boys lacrosse. The boys lacrosse team is 4-6 so far this season. Their most recent win came against Kittatinny by a 12-4 score as both Cole Riley and Max Gorney scored 3 goals. Outdoor track. The track team has been performing incredibly at their meets. Notably, Lorenzo Andrade placed 4th in the 400 meters hurdle with a time of 57:34 at the Morris Hill Relays. Volleyball. Boys volleyball has had a difficult season so far with an 0-9, but they have been working hard and we believe that they can make a comeback. You can do this. Girls flag football. Flag football is off to a great start with a 3-1 record. They most recently beat Pope John with an amazing score of 36-6. Boys tennis. Boys tennis is off to a 5-6 start so far. Their most recent win came against Passaic Valley by a 4-1 score. Keep up the excellent work, athletes. You make West Milford very proud. Now, for a brief look into the future. AP exams are starting next Monday, May 6th, and will last until Friday, May 17th. The schedule with dates, times, and locations for each exam was recently sent out. For more information, or if you have any questions, please reach out to Ms. Changato. Study hard and do your best. You can do this. The newest members of the National Honor Society will be inducted on May 8th. Congratulations to new inductees. The current officers are very proud of you and will pass their titles down at the induction. The West Milford High School War and Remembrance Day will be held on May 22nd from 7:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the high school. This ceremony is to honor current service members and veterans. Additionally, there will be an opportunity for deceased service members and veterans to be recognized. For more information, please reach out to Mrs. Metcalf or Ms. Changato. Highlander Day will be held on May 24th at the back field. There will be lots of fun games, face painting, temporary tattoos, and a variety of delicious food. The school day will run on an early dismissal schedule from 7:18 to 12:19, and the event will start at 12:20 and run until 2. Make sure to bring some money. Prepare your paddles. On May 29th, starting at 5 p.m., the National Honor Society will be holding a pickleball tournament in the high school gym. All sign-up proceeds will go to head custodian Damian Fitzpatrick in order to help his daughter fight cancer. Together, we can make a difference, so please do consider playing or attending. Lastly, seniors, this one is for you. The senior prom with the theme of Mystery at Midnight is to be held on June 5th. This week is the only week to submit your payment as well as your filled out prom packet, so please do so punctually. Thank you very much for your time. I look forward to updating you next month. Please enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, Megan, and I continue to be blown away by your reports every month, but one thing I can add to the list this time is that I am impressed by how humble you are, and to go into that a little bit deeper, I will be turning things over to Mr. Novak for his report, where he can discuss some exciting news.
So, thank you. Megan mentioned the Distinguished Scholars event prepared by our high school guidance department, honoring, some of our best and brightest in West Milford. During that event, we announced the salutatorian and valedictorian, as Megan mentioned. So I'm going to read through some of the prepared remarks that Mr. Stryans read at that event that night. So I'm going first. I'm going to talk about our salutatorian. Our salutatorian has earned an overall GPA of 4.47. This student is inquisitive, methodical, and analytical. She is serious in her endeavors and makes it a point to advocate for others and stand firm on her principles. Academically, our salutatorian simply excels across all subjects and has a distinct passion for social sciences such as psychology, philosophy, and behavioral science. She has dedicated her time to making a difference for women and other underserved populations through the Women's Equality and Empowerment Club. And she is passionate about fighting for those who struggle due to economic hardship or domestic abuse. This student makes it a point to ensure that all people feel valued and are respected, and she will make it her life's mission to help combat justice. She will attend John Jay College of Criminal Justice next year to pursue forensic psychology. 2025 West Milford High School salutatorian is Miss Zoe Fuchs. The valedictorian recognition goes far beyond GPA. While it is worth noting that her 4.52 is the highest in a class of over 200 students, last week we honored a student who has not only excelled academically, but has done so with humility, empathy, and a work ethic that have left a lasting mark on our school. Our valedictorian is the kind of student who lifts others as she climbs, whether she is tutoring peers through the National Honor Society, coordinating service projects as co-captain of the Interact Club, or advocating for student voices as the student liaison to the Board of Education. intent. She leads through compassion and purpose. Her accomplishments have earned her national recognition. She is the recipient of the National African American Recognition Award, the National Hispanic Recognition Award, and the National Rural and Small Town Recognition Award. She was named an AP Scholar with honor and received the RIT Science and Math Award. But what stands out most is not just her intellect, it is her character. She is the student who thanks her teacher after every class, the one who volunteers quietly but gives completely, the one whose resilience, kindness, and quiet determination set a standard not just for achievement, but for humanity. She plans to pursue a career in education, and I cannot think of a more fitting path for someone whose presence in a classroom has already made such a difference. Please join us in congratulating Mrs. Megan Seidner, the 2025 Valley
Thank you. Very kind.
And that concludes my report. Congratulations, Megan.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Megan. Anyone like to comment at all?
Just congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I don't want to.
Megan, it was an honor being there the other night. We were so proud. I think we were busting when you got up there. So we are so proud. You have definitely done West Milford proud, and we look forward to hearing about what's going to happen to you in your future, because there are great things ahead of you. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's very kind.
Special reports and correspondence, Mr. Schultz?
We have the minutes of the March 18th workshop regular meeting and the minutes of the March 18th, 2025 executive session minutes.
Can I get a motion?
Motion approved.
Second.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Okay.
Mr. Lockwood? No, I need to abstain.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Schultz? Okay. President's report, I have nothing to report this month, so we'll move on to public comments. Mr. Schultz, is there anyone signed up to speak in the first public comment?
Not for the first public comment. We have 2 people signed up for the second public comment.
Okay. Is there anyone that would like to speak in the first public comments, which is about agenda items only? Okay.
Nope, you got something back there.
So, all speakers will have 5 minutes to speak until a period of 30 minutes transpires. Before speaking, please state your name, group affiliation, and address for the record. Members of the public who have requested to speak prior to the meeting will be recognized by the chair first. After speaking, all speakers are asked to sign the register provided and give their full name, group affiliation, and their address. All statements shall be directed to the presiding officer. No participant may address or question board members individually. All speakers are expected to have read the statement within the agenda regarding the regulations concerning public comments. Members of the public are reminded that they are legally responsible and liable for their comments. Okay.
Good evening. My name is Abby Bejoun. I'm a resident of West Milford and a former employee of West Milford Board of Education. Good evening, members of the board and members.
You're good.
Good evening to members of the board and members of the community. And thank you for coming out tonight. I appreciate the support. I come before you tonight with a heavy heart to formally announce my resignation from my position as a paraprofessional in West Milford School District, a role I have held with great pride and dedication for many years. 19 years total, in which I have the privilege of working alongside some incredible educators, and most importantly, supporting the children of my community, who deserve nothing less than compassion, respect, understanding, and consistency, which I personally offer to all the students I was blessed to work with and was fortunate to make a difference in their lives by being there, by taking the time to get to know them, their needs, and help them get ready for adulthood. Their messages to me are testimonial proof that I took pride of my job and did it well. Here's a few examples. I'm not going to say names for privacy reasons, although I have their permissions to do so. If anyone would like the names, I can share in private. Student number 1, Mrs. Bejun, I love you so much. You have changed my life by giving me the confidence to sing in front of a crowd and helping me get a job. Thank you for restoring my confidence in myself, and thank you for always being there for me. You are amazing. Student number 2, Mrs. Bejun, thank you so much for endless hours that you spent with me rehearsing job interviews and helping me find the perfect outfit to wear for that interview. I could have never done it without your help, and I'm forever grateful for your kindness. Student number 3, I love you and miss you so much, my school mom. You are the best. You always took care of me and cared about my well-being. You've changed my life by teaching me how to overcome my challenges. And I can keep going, but time won't allow. I am stepping down tonight, not because I want to, but because I must for my well-being and safety. For some time now, I have been subject to treatment that no employee nor a human being should have to endure. An administrator within this school district created a hostile work environment that made it impossible for me to continue doing the job that I love but don't need. I was repeatedly singled out, spoken to in a demeaning way, and treated differently than my colleagues. The emails and verbal conversation I received from this administrator were unprofessional and downright cruel. And most importantly, they were fabricated lies based on assumptions. They were false accusations. There are 4 witnesses that were in the room on the last accusation that will validate it was fabricated and downright lies. Throughout my time here, I have tried to uphold every responsibility asked of me. I supported my students, collaborated with my colleagues, and constantly tried to go above and beyond. Yet, despite my commitment, I have faced actions that I have felt belittled, dismissed, unappreciated, and for some cases, discriminated against. What's troubling is that I'm not the only one that is dealing with this and experiencing this behavior with this individual. This individual is doing it to the staff members and students, and in some cases, to parents. I have seen the way he degrades others, walk around as though power protects him from accountability. I have seen people silenced or ignored when they try to speak up, myself included. When I brought these concerns forward, hoping someone in leadership would listen or do something about it, instead, I am the one that found myself facing disciplinary action and was forced to leave my position effective immediately, not even a chance to say goodbye to my beloved student or even explain my absence to her. To move to another position in less than 19 hours, not even taking into consideration if I can perform that position. Not to mention that position was changed 2 times in less than 4 days.
You have about 30 seconds to wrap up.
They rocked my students' world and not for a second cared about how she would be affected by this. Again, put students' need last, despite her parents fighting to have me stay with her for very valid reason, which is another testimonial to my exceptional job performance. Nothing was changed. Overall, it is not appropriate how they dealt with the situation. My student required a consistent aid to monitor her medical condition, and it takes time to learn about this student. It does put the safety of a child at risk when someone is not familiar with her and her tendencies. So they place someone with her that they moved from another school and is retiring out multiple times a week to use her days, and ironically dealt with the same harassment and bullying situation I am dealing with in another school. moving us is not the answer. And yet, I took 5 days for medical reason, and Dr. Rissa emailed me, and too bad he's not here to hear this. He emails me about my absence, and I quote, "Your absence does impact student and the school program. Not sure you should be talking, sir, as you put my student and the program last and didn't care one bit about the impact. This is not how we should be treating people who serve this district, and certainly not how we should respond when someone speaks up about mistreatment. I was denied the right
I'm
to
gonna
file
have to
against him."
stop, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
All right, I'll
Unfortunately,
speak in the
your
next
time-
session, I'll continue it in the next session.
Your time is up.
I'll
Thank
continue in
you.
the next session.
Is there anyone else wishing to speak? Okay, seeing none, can I have a motion?
I have I guess a point of inquiry, seeing as there's no other speaker, can you wrap up the comments? I'll make the motion, but it's not really like that, but there's nobody else. It just seems that with another minute, it could be wrapped up. So I move that another minute be given to the last speaker. 1 minute.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. So Mrs. Bishon, you have 1 more minute.
All right, we're good to go.
Okay, so for those that are at home, we were having some technical difficulties. A motion was made to extend Mrs. Bijon's time by 1 minute, so go ahead, Mrs. Bijon.
This is not how we should treat the people who serve the district, and certainly not how we should respond when someone speaks up about mistreatment. I was denied the right to file against him, and I was told no one is looking any further into the situation. I was also told this district does not have anything in place to protect employees from other employees. When I emailed the superintendent my resignation, his response was 11 words. "Thank you for letting me know. Best of luck in the future, Andover." That was his response to a serious matter affecting both employees and students. I was not even offered an exit interview. Very professional. No one asked questions. No one looked deeper, as of many years of service and my concerns did not matter. These actions have not only hurt me professionally, they have taken a toll on my emotional and mental well-being. They also put me in need of immediate medical attention as a result of all the stress and pain. The teacher I worked with had no complaints. The principal made it clear he had no issues with my job performance. My coworkers even told me they don't understand why he's saying these things to me and why he's accusing me of these things. We all do the same things throughout the day, and no one questioned those coworkers
Point of
about
order.
their observation.
Point of order.
Yeah, so
We're
Mrs.
past it.
Yeah, so Mrs. Bojon, you're gonna have to wrap it up. I'll give you 5 seconds.
Okay. Okay. Can I continue it in the next,
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to come up in the next public comments, yeah.
okay, I will do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else wishing to speak?
I actually have a question about something that is,
Can you say your name, please?
Courtney Stevenson, 307 Ridge Road, West Milford, New Jersey, parent, speaking as a parent. I'm looking for an HIB on the agenda that is not listed, and the parent is wondering at home. So if you can clarify why a principal would say it would be on the agenda and it is not.
So all of our HIBs that are part of the discussion follow a specific process. So they, in the first board meeting following the completion of an investigation, they are reported to the board during executive session, and then the following board meeting, they are up for approval of the findings of those investigations. So all of our HIBs are in the appropriate point in that process. Obviously, I don't know which specifically you're referring to, but every one of our HIBs is appropriately in its location. So there are some that are up for discussion in executive tonight, and I think there are a couple that are also up for approval tonight.
I appreciate that. I think the parent was just concerned why it was not on here when she was told it was going to be. So thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, I can't speak to that part of it, but I can just tell you that they're all appropriately in the process.
Anyone else wishing to speak?
Move to close public comments?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Move on to... Any changes to the agenda other than what's listed on the board docs?
No, the agenda is accurate as it is presented to you right now.
So could I have a motion to adopt the agenda as presented?
I move to adopt, you take it.
I move to adopt the agenda as presented.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And Mr. Lippe, Operations and Finance.
Okay, move to. Want to move the budget second or move all the whole?
Yes.
Please use your microphone, thank you.
Use your microphone.
Yeah, use the microphone. Okay, move to, what am I moving? Moving 12-2. and
Yeah.
12, well, 12-3. 12-2.
Yes,
For acceptance.
Yes.
Second.
Any discussion? Any discussion?
Quick comment if I could.
Sure.
If I can turn my mic on, I don't know, so here we go. I just want to thank, Bill, your team for lots of hard work. I saw you sweating. And thank your wife for all the hours that you put into it. I know some decisions were tough, but thank you.
Thank you.
Any other comments or discussion? Seeing none? Roll call, please, Mr. Schultz.
Mr. Stovich?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Abstain.
Mrs. Jorgensen?
No.
Mr. Libby?
Yes.
Mrs. Lockwood?
Yes.
Mrs. Marquardt?
No.
Mrs. Dracano?
Yes.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes.
Mr. Guarino?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Lippe?
Okay, I'd like to move 12.4 through 12.19.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Yeah.
Yes, Mrs. Van Dyke?
I just want to confirm that on the payroll, that if we vote yes on the motion, the part where it's supposed to be abstain, or, recused, it's done, or abstain, whatever it has. Do I have to say that again? I'm trying to make sure that we're voting right.
If you just say yes with abstentions, then the recommended abstentions will apply.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please, Mr. Schultz.
Mr. Stovich?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jorgensen?
Yes.
Mr. Libby?
Yes.
Mrs. Lockwood?
Yes.
Mrs. Marquardt?
Yes with abstentions.
Mrs. Dracano?
Yes.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes with abstentions.
Mr. Guarino?
Yes, with abstentions.
Okay, we have no hand carries for operations and finance tonight, so personnel and student affairs, Mrs. Ricano.
I would like to move items 14.2 through 14.44.
Second.
Discussion. I just first want to do my usual announcement of the retirements, if you don't mind. So I would just like to acknowledge and thank the following people for their year of service that are on the retirements on 14.2. Mrs. Grant, 7 years. Mrs. Barker, 18 years. Mr. Winston, who's actually one of the hand carries, but I'll acknowledge him here, 20 years. Mrs. Canali, 23 years. Mrs. Connolly Jones, 25 years. Mr. Bialkin, 35 years, and Mrs. Lambert, 36 years. We wish you all the best in the next chapter of your lives, and thank you for all your years that you've provided. So, any more discussion? Mrs. Rogano?
Regarding retirements, we all have those people from our lives who had a direct impact on who you became and how you lived your life. And Mr. Bialkin was that person for me. And he was my field hockey coach for 4 years. And he directly shaped how I also coach. And he directly shaped how I coach my athletes. And he just had such a profound impact on my life and my friendships that I still have from high school. So I would just like to acknowledge him and thank him for that time. And I had no idea it was that long that he was a teacher. And it makes me feel old because he was a really young teacher.
Any other discussion? Mrs. McCoy?
So I too echo Ms. Ricano's statements about Mr. Bianchi. I had him for U.S. and National Affairs, and it was probably the most influential class I took in all of high school. And one of the most amazing things about Bruce Bianchi was everyone in that classroom, their opinion all meant the same thing. And that's where I learned the term devil's advocate, because he played that quite a bit. But he was just an amazing educator, and I'm one of the best educators I had throughout my whole education in West Milford. I also want to congratulate Ms. Lambert. Ms. Lambert is an amazing counselor. Her knowledge of the college process and the work that she did that people did not know about, things that she was recognized that maybe people didn't know about. She is truly an amazing counselor and advocate for our students, and she will definitely be missed.
Any other discussion? Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes, I just have to interject one thing about Bruce. If you ever watch Bruce coach a field hockey game, he was Tigger. He bounced the entire game, and he was such a great coach for the parents, because field hockey was new to us when my girls started playing it. And I loved the fact that he used to do that parent day where he taught us all the rules and had us play a game, and he truly is. He was a coach that truly loved his sport, but loved his students and his players. So we are going to be missing him, but I hope there's tape somewhere where people could see him bouncing up and down, because he truly had more energy than any person I've ever met. So I do wish him well, and congratulations.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, roll call please, Mr. Schultz.
Mr. Sitovich?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jurgensen?
Yes.
Mr. Lippy?
Yes.
Mrs. Lockwood?
I'm going to abstain from 14.32 and yes to everything else.
Oh, I have to go back. I'm sorry. I was focused on Bruce. I'd like to vote no on 14.32 and yes on everything else.
Mrs. Markwart?
Can you just come back to me, because it must have updated, my numbers are different. So
Oh.
I just want to make sure that I'm
Sure.
voting on the right thing,
Sure.
sorry.
Mrs. Rakana?
I am also going to vote no on 14.32 and yes on everything else.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
I'm going to vote yes with abstentions.
Mr. Guarino?
Yes with abstentions.
And Mrs. Markwart?
Yes. Yes with abstentions.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Hand carries, Personnel Student Affairs, Mrs. Ricano.
I would like to move hand carry items 15.1 through 15.6.
Second.
Any discussion? No? No discussion? Roll call please, Mr. Schultz?
Mr. Sotovich?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jorgensen?
Yes.
Mr. Lippy?
Yes.
Mrs. Lockwood?
Yes.
Mrs. Markwart?
Yes.
Mrs. Rakana?
Yes.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes.
Mr. Guarino?
Yes.
Education, Mrs. Sotovich.
I'd like to move items 16.2 to 16.13 under education.
Could I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, roll call please, Mr. Schultz?
Mr. Sotovich?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jorgensen?
Yes.
Mr. Lippy?
Yes.
Mrs. Lockwood?
Yes.
Mrs. Markwart?
Yes.
Mrs. Rakana?
Yes.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes.
Mr. Guarino?
Yes.
And there are no hand carries for education, so policy, Mrs. McCord.
I'd like to move items 18.2 and 18.3 under policy.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, roll call please, Mr. Schultz?
Mr. Sotovich?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jorgensen?
Yes.
Mr. Lippy?
Yes.
Mrs. Lockwood?
Yes.
Mrs. Markwart?
Yes.
Mrs. Rakana?
Yes.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes.
And Mr. Guarino?
Yes.
Thank you. So we have the committee reports liaisons. I saw that some people uploaded. So if there's anyone else that would like to discuss anything or say anything to the meeting, please let me know now. Mrs. Van Dyke?
I just want to mention that the Alliance meeting was canceled, so that's why there's no minutes there.
Okay. Oh, West Milford Municipal Alliance, yeah.
And that was uploaded for Parks and Rec also.
Yeah,
No
I
problem.
saw. So we have one on here for Parks and Rec, Superintendent's Roundtable.
I have something to add.
Okay.
Um,
Mrs. Dwyer for Parks and Rec?
Yes,
Okay.
Mrs. Kershaw announced that July 28th is the date for the Upper Greenwood Lake Playground. So I forgot to include that. So
Okay.
that's a happy thing. You really have to include that.
That is. And what was the date again? The 28th?
July 28th.
July. I guess the only thing that I would like to add is the New Jersey School Boards Association and the Passaic County School Boards Association. The next meeting for Passaic County School Boards is May 28th. And the New Jersey School Boards is meeting on May 10th for the Delegate Assembly. Starts at 9 a.m. I've actually signed up for it again, so we'll be going down there and representing the district. Anyone else have anything?
Where is
Dwyer?
where is the Delegates Assembly on the 10th?
It's Mercer County,
Oh,
so it's pretty far. It's a
Yeah.
drive.
Okay.
They do serve, they do serve breakfast at 8 o'clock.
No.
So you only have to leave here at 5:30. I wish they'd do something up here. You should host it.
So nothing else to update on there, so we'll move to old business. Any old business? Yes, Mr. Trofano?
I forgot to mention this in Ops and Finance, so I'll say it here. I want to thank the AGF and the Maple Road PTO for their donations to the district. Thank you for everything you do.
Yeah, there's just some that donation. Anyone else? Any old business?
Move to close old business?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? New business? Any new business?
Move to close new business?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we'll move on to the second public comments, which is on anything agenda or non-agenda. I do believe we have 2 people signed up to speak, correct?
Yes, Sherry Parlato is the first one to sign up.
Okay, so Mrs. Parlato, you can come down, and I'm just going to read the public comments again. So all speakers will have 5 minutes to speak until a period of 30 minutes transpires. Before speaking, please state your name, group affiliation, and address for the record. Members of the public who have requested to speak prior to the meeting will be recognized by the chair first. After speaking, all speakers are asked to sign the registry provided and give their full name, group affiliation, and their address. All statements shall be directed to the presiding officer. No participant may address or question board members individually. All speakers are expected to have read the statement within the agenda regarding the regulations concerning public comments. Members of the public are reminded that they are legally responsible and liable for their comments. Mrs. Parlato.
Can you hear me?
No.
No, you have
Now?
to flip the switch.
Hello? I did flip it. Hello?
Do you want mine?
I messed it all up.
Here,
Take this. Hello? Sorry, you don't want to hear that.
Turn that one off.
No, try this one. Just might get feedback from the speaker, that's all. Sorry.
That's all.
Okay, so full disclosure, I'm not Sherry, I'm filling in for her. My name is Beverly Lampone, and that was a lot of directions, so you probably want my address?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Name?
Okay, I'm here with National Day of Prayer, and I live in Franklin, 3 Lozar Road in Franklin, but I go to church in West Milford for the last 10, 15 years. So I'm here for National Day of Prayer to invite you and to let everyone know about the events that are going on. So National Day of Prayer has been the first Thursday in May since 1952, and West Milford has been pretty active in providing events for that day. So we have a noontime event at Veterans Park, and if it rains, we're going inside the library on that day. And at that event, we have some music and we do prayers for several areas in the country. And then at 4 p.m., we go to the West Milford Board of Ed, I guess near here, near the high school. And usually in the parking lot, we meet there and pray for education specifically. And then at 7 p.m., we have a larger event at the Maple Road School this year. And we have music, and several pastors or priests come from many different churches in town, and they pray for the different areas in the country that I had mentioned earlier. And then we have music and cookies, coffee, stuff like that there. It's a pretty good event, pretty well attended. And so I just want to let you know, we pray for families, military, government, churches, education, media, and businesses. And so I have these papers, invitations for you guys. And I don't know if I have enough, but hopefully.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We normally charge $200 a ticket, but it's free. You want me to sign this?
Yes, please. Thank you.
signing somewhere.
Thank you.
Okay, and I believe Mrs. Romeo?
Yes, Mrs.
signed up
Romeo
to
also
speak?
signed up.
Thank you. Mrs. Romeo?
Good evening, Dr. Kitchen, Mr. Schultz, Mr. Novak, board trustees, community members, my family and friends. I stand before you today to address a matter of significant importance, the indemnification of a Board of Education member who is currently facing false ethics charges. Sorry, a former Board of Education member, me. These charges, filed by another member of this board, are a very serious issue. But I want to take this opportunity to speak not only to the specific situation at hand, but to the broader principle that impacts all of you as Board of Education members and administration, as ethics charges could be filed against all of you. Indemnification is a legal concept that ensures that board members are protected when acting within the scope of their duties. It's a safeguard that serves to prevent personal, financial harm resulting from lawsuits, claims, or legal actions that may arise as part of their service. This protection allows board members to perform their duties without the constant fear of personal financial risk or ethics charges, which is critical in ensuring that the board can function effectively and without hesitation. In this case, we're dealing with a situation where one board member has filed ethics charges against another. It's important to note that these charges are not only unsubstantiated, most of them were already released. There's one charge left because I called the superintendent on a Saturday on a cell phone that was paid for by the district, but the original charge said that it was her personal cell phone. In due course, a determination will come, and as most of you already know, I'm an honest human being, often to a detriment. However, while this process unfolds, it is vital that we address the issue of legal representation and the potential financial burden that this places on our families and on the accused board member. I tried to mediate this situation. I asked multiple times for mediation. I've spoken with every one of you with the exception, I think, of only Ray because he wasn't on the board at that time. As you are aware, I also tried to get statements from the other board members that are mentioned in the charge, and I was not supported. Not because they don't agree with me, but because their attorney, not the one here tonight, but the attorney they hired just for this situation, told them not to, which clearly did not allow me to provide my defense. So then I could not be, that charge was not able to be thrown out. So now we are spinning our wheels and wasting a whole lot of time, and this board is going to read a lot of emails they just started. Not just from me, but from your community, okay? Because we're tired of mistreatment. We will not allow evil. We will not allow people to be put in a situation where lies are told and people are mistreated. This Board of Education, as a governing body, has a responsibility to its members, both individually and collectively. Just as we ask our board members to make difficult decisions and to act in the best interest of our students and our staff and our entire community, we also ensure that they can do so with confidence and that you're protected from unwarranted legal challenges. If we do not provide this protection, we risk creating a climate of fear. I already read that. Therefore, I urge this board to fully fulfill its duty and to make a motion and to approve indemnification. I wanted to read this speech at the beginning tonight so that they would have that option. I asked for this to go on the agenda. It was not put on the agenda. They had the option to vote for me on indemnification during new business. Not one of them brought it up. So now we will go to court. Now, that's okay. We're going to speak with the judge at the end of the month. I am asking, please, for indemnification, not just to protect me and for the truth to be told, but to protect yourself and every future board member to come. for this district. It is only fair, and it is the statute. By providing indemnification, we send a clear message that this board values the work and the well-being of its members. We show that we're committed to a culture of fairness, transparency, and protection. More importantly, we assure each and every one of us, especially the public, thank you for being here. I have not seen this many people at a board meeting in a really, really long time. These board members need to operate, like I said, without fear of being bullied. It's crucial to maintain a strong and cohesive board. And I know that's not the case, because when I was in that seat not that long ago, fingers get pointed and lies are created, and that is not fair. That is not the way to serve the students and the community of West Milford.
Mrs.
Please
Romeo?
take swift action and
Mrs.
improve
Romeo,
indemnification.
You have 30 seconds to
Thank
wrap
you.
up.
30 seconds. By doing so, we're not just standing up for one individual, we're standing up for the future of this board and the strength of the democratic process within our community. Now, the residents and these children need you to make a motion to vote on indemnification. As stated before, it's important. Please make the motion and second it. In conclusion, I ask that you take into consideration the amount of people here tonight and the amount of emails that are going to flood your email, because people of this amazing town stand with kindness, trust, integrity, and honesty, not lies and mistreatment. Thank you. And I thank you guys. I appreciate you.
Mrs. Romeo, thank you for the comment. Appreciate you coming up and sharing your perspective. Just want to reiterate that this specific situation was addressed with legal counsel, independent legal counsel as well, and the legal counsel did not feel it fell within the bounds of the statute, and therefore advised the board against doing so. So that the board is following the legal guidance that they received.
Is there anyone else wishing to speak?
Hey, can I go real quick? Because I'm going to just comment on what he just said, and I know, is that all right?
Yes, I'm going to take another 5, then Abby can go, and then
So,
it's cool, we can go in order if that's what you would rather do. Go ahead, Abby.
Ms. Romeo, the 5-minute allotments, the board has a 30-minute total public comment allotment. Your 5 minutes has been used. You're not allowed to revisit during this 30-minute
Thank
window.
you, sir. The superintendent made a comment, and I would like to address the board and let them know about that comment. That's where I was going. But I'll take my next 5 minutes after everyone else. We have a full 30. There's 3 more speakers.
There was a comment, she needs to
It'll be
answer.
20. We can count. It's okay. It's okay, go ahead, Abby. Yeah. Get another 5. 10 minutes.
So, I'm here tonight not just to resign, but to speak truthfully
could you
and
please
call
just-
for accountability.
I'm sorry, I know you already stated your name before, but if you could just state your name again.
My name is Abby Bejoun. I live in Hewitt, New Jersey, 07421.
Thank you.
So I'm here tonight not to just resign, but to speak truthfully and call for accountability. I am not asking for a special treatment. I am simply asking for the same fairness and respect that every member of the staff deserves. We need change, and I hope these concerns will be taken seriously. That it can lead to a healthier, more just working environment for all. We need leadership that protects, not silence, its staff and students. I'm speaking up against this individual and any others like him in hope to create a space where future employees, and especially our children, do not have to experience what I experienced. No employee in any workplace should feel intimidated, devalued, or targeted. Our schools should model fairness, not just for students, but also for their staff. I am here to call this individual out. Nicholas Polero.
Yeah.
You are a bully. not only to me,
No.
but to many other staff members and students. It's time to hang up your hat and retire. Or you need to face accountability. Or maybe you need some professional development training and how to treat and speak to others. I am here to say enough, that we need change. The morale at West Milford High School is pitiful, all because of one person. Enough is enough. Put a stop to this. That's what we elected you to do. Thank you and God bless.
Is there anyone else wishing to speak?
What's the procedure?
You have to state your name, group affiliation if you have one, and your address.
Megan Walsh, West Milford resident, 317 Morristown Road, West Milford, New Jersey. And lifelong resident. My mother's a retired teacher from this district. My children went to this district. I am very invested in this town. And I ask that you take into consideration the amount of people here tonight, people of this amazing town standing before the BOE and being here, and they are asking that you stop the mistreatment of others. We understand that most of you do not mistreat others. However, you have the power to stand up and stop others by doing your elected position. Do the right thing and investigate matters when employees and children are mistreated. Do the right thing and cover those that are under your protection, including the indemnification of Kate Romeo. It is crazy that she has to fight this hard to beg you to get what she deserves. It should have been given from the beginning, and it would have been if the accuser was not a current BOE member and a bully. It is always hard to stand up to the bully, but you are in the position to please do so and do the right thing. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Is there anyone else wishing to speak? Mrs. Babcock?
Hello, Caitlin Babcock, 13 Post Place. I'm here tonight not as a representative of CPAC, but as a community member who cares deeply about our schools. I attend all of the board meetings. I have so since 2018. And I've seen firsthand the dedication and the effort that the board members since then have put into this role. These are volunteers who didn't just step up when no one else would. Like, I literally see people looking around going, would you run? Would you run, please? Would you run? You know. They continue to show up over and over again. They give their time, not just like here tonight at regular board meetings, but at committee meetings, negotiation meetings, countless events supporting our students, not just when their own children are at those events, but just to be there supporting the kids. They do the work even when no one is watching, even when it is hard, when it is such an impossible decision and they know it's going to be unpopular, they do it anyway. What's disappointing is watching that dedication be undermined by personal attacks, rumors, and drama. That kind of behavior is a distraction from the real work, and frankly, our students deserve better. This district is at a crossroads. We can't afford to let personal vendettas derail progress. We need leaders who are focused on the future, not fixated on the past. I support the volunteers on this board because I've seen their commitment in the meetings, the schools, and in the community. Let's stay focused on what matters most, our students, their growth, and the future of West Milford. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak? So seeing no others, I know Mrs. Romeo, you have your hand up. You can come back up and speak again.
Thank you. Kate Romeo, 1 Crest Hill Drive, Oak Ridge, New Jersey. Yes, as the superintendent said, so I'm not really sure, and I never understood
why this Board of Education, while I was on it, I believe it was last June, possibly exactly a year ago, maybe May, they hired a different attorney for my ethics charge, right? Why? I don't know. I don't think the board president she couldn't explain it then. I'm not sure that she can explain it now. I don't know, Dr. Kitchen has never explained it to me. I don't get that, okay? Number one. Number two, that attorney's name is David Rubin. So back then, in June, he gave an overview. That said, and we have it in writing, and the insurance company said that the ethics charge I wouldn't be covered because I was acting as a parent, not as a board member, right? But if I was only a parent, then there wouldn't be charges, because there couldn't be ethics charges, because parents can't get ethics charges because you're not a voted-in member, okay? So you're covered as a board member, or you're not. You don't get to pick and choose which ones. So tonight's the night that you get to decide if you're covered. It's not just about me acting as a parent. It's not just me being a community member. I only have ethics charges because I was a volunteer like you for 6 years. I gave my life like you are. Okay? And I'm only not there right now because of the negativity of 2. All right? Because this community backs me. And I would have been voted in again, but I didn't run. And I won't run until there's positivity. And heck, I know most of you are incredible, positive people. All right? And I feel bad that you have to put up with this crap. I'm sorry. This is not my fault. As you heard, I tried to mediate it, right? She said no. Multiple times, even in public. At the one meeting that wasn't on video, when we were in our ethics training. Yeah, she said no. I asked for it to get scheduled. She said no. Now, my attorney is saying that is a block in my defense. All of these things are a block in my defense. Okay, so David Rubin said, but now, what I provided you, board, tonight, what I sent you, is David Rubin's billing and his writing for when he fought for indemnification. Your attorney, right? I don't have copies for everyone, but here's the billing, and you can see I sent you the entire case. Right? I'm sorry to the 2 board members that I'm not sending it to because you're conflicted, so I'm not emailing them to you. I felt that was the right thing to do. But you have a case in your email from me where David Rubin, your attorney, who's supposed to be protecting us, is fighting for indemnification for someone out of Parsippany Troy Hills. So you can see what he charges, right? If you want to pass this around, you can see what he writes for indemnification. Now, if we go and this gets settled in some way, and I pay for my attorney moving forward, you're going to have to pay the full fee of the attorney. You're not going to get the fee price, my attorney sent Dr. Kitchen an email saying that they would give you a discount, just like David Rubin said to his person. Right? But when a layman's person, when Kate Romeo hires the attorney, I have to pay full price. When I pay full price and then you have to reimburse me, then you have to pay full price. Right? I can keep going. It's the right thing to do. I have full case law on it. I've sent it to you. In prior emails tonight, I sent you the David Rubin case. There are 2 cases. I only could get my hands today on one. Where he definitely asks for indemnification. So, yes, David Rubin gave a statement. Thank you, Dr. Kitchen, for sharing that. It was very early on. It was before it went to the commission. He said Mrs. Romeo is acting as a parent, which is within my right. So that's another thing. If you're not going to cover parents on this board, what the heck? Most of you are parents or care about kids. So if you do something that's right and you're speaking out against injustice, then you're going to get ethics charges on you? No, this can't happen. This is a democracy. You have to do the right thing. Yes, I spoke up. I spoke out. I always will. You all know that. You know that's who I am. So does everybody here. Because I speak up for what's right. How to treat kids. And I'm always going to do that. And if that means ethics charges, bring them, because I'm still going to win it. Thank you.
Move to close public comments?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Sorry. So, we'll move on to executive session.
At
Longer,
At 8:12 PM, I make a motion to move to go into executive session. The board will be discussing personnel appointments, resignations, current litigation matters, special education matters, negotiations, HIBs, and matters of attorney-client privilege. The executive session minutes will not be released until such time as the privilege or confidentiality is no longer applicable. The board will be in executive session for approximately 45 minutes, and we're going to adjourn from executive session.
Second.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Thank you for coming. We will be adjourning from executive session. Thank you.